morning, supertruckers. I'm going to tell you today how to quit the trucking company without getting negative check and without, going crazy. We hear this again and again and again, how, I left this company and they didn't pay me, or they held my last check, or we did this, we did that, we owe me money, all kinds of crazy things. So let me tell you a couple of things. Like, first of all, 90 times out of 100, I don't believe it. I'm sorry, I don't. Or you work for some really crappy company that just, doesn't pay people. So how do you quit the company without getting there? First of all, when you choose the company, pay attention. Look at what's going on. The online reviews, I don't know. I don't believe it. Average trucking company has what, like 2.5 stars? 2.5 stars with trucking company is same like 5.5 stars with a cupcake company. So, you do the math. Anyway, pay attention. Look what's going on. Do we act professional? Are we professional? If we are professional, there is no way we're gonna leave you hanging. It's just not gonna happen. And let me tell you why it's not gonna happen. Because you're gonna sign a contract. And if you're gonna sign a contract, it's not only you liable for things, the company is also liable for things. So, we can't just go ahead and not pay you. It's just not gonna work. Because once you sign that contract, the company also has some liability for it. And the way it works, if we don't pay you money, man, go to court, sue them. Most likely, if we really owe you money, we will end up paying that money, and we will end up paying the cost associated with recovering that money. So pay attention to, what company you're signing up with. Now, the second thing is, what you really want to do is read the contract. Look into it, see what's there, and as a matter of fact, if you work for a decent company, talk to the people at the company. Just be like, hey man, this is went off the rails. I am no longer wanting to do this type of work, and because of that, I just want to leave. I want to leave, and I want to leave on good terms. Because again, believe me or not, at least here we experience about 50% of drivers are actually coming back. So if you burn bridges, which I would never advise, you may not be able to come back. And I think that one of the really important things is to communicate. So to talk to somebody who knows. Tell them what's going on. Tell them like, hey, I just don't see this working out. And look, the decent company is not gonna leave you hanging. Make arrangements and just quit. Don't quit based on somebody else's story with some other company, right? Because if you do that, you're gonna get everything wrong. Everything is gonna go wrong, and everything is gonna go south. Because first of all, you don't know the company that this other person did quit. You don't know what's there. Second of all, that person that you may hold dear, and you think you know that person, trust me, nobody want to be an asshole. People like to feel good, and people like other people think that we are good people. And whatever the story is, we will simply make it nicer, to look themselves. So talk to somebody at the company, make sure you don't leave any hanging balances, because again, if you got the company plates, then it's the balance is on you. You are the one who's gonna owe the money. And then if you, what's up, man? And then if you, crazy construction going on, man. Like in Florida, a rare thing. I remember back up north, it was an everyday stuff. Now here is kind of exotic. Love it. But so anyway, make sure there is no hanging balances. If you got the plates, well, most likely we're gonna have to be paid for. If you got all the fuel, it's not a free fuel. Just because some crap went wrong, the company doesn't owe you the fuel to come back empty because you went off the rails. So account for fuel, account for all the expenses that you did incur. Maybe you got your bobtail insurance from a company. Hey, it's not free, like you will be liable for it. So, and I don't see a decent, like, normal company who would be looking to rip you off. Because let me tell you, how long do you think the company can be ripping off people before we go out of business? Just like, seriously, what do you think? Like, how long before we go out of business? It's not gonna be very long. We're gonna be out of business before we know it. And plus there is no such thing as we can do whatever we wanna do. It's not one of those situations that, oh, I hold your money, so F you, I may or may not pay you. No, this is not gonna happen, because we have a future. We're gonna be, once you're gonna leave, it's not like the place is just gonna vanish. It's not like it's gonna burn down unless you're gonna burn it down. But the place still has the plans to survive. It has employees, it has other truck drivers that are happy there, and pretty much this is the point. You just keep on get the information, and don't allow that bridge to be burned. Okay, don't allow that bridge to be burned. If we don't pay you, I don't buy it, unless, again, it's a very, very crappy company. And just do things right. Be fair to them and to yourself. Talk to them, let them know. We will actually work with you to create the best escape plan. I believe in that. If some company starts harassing you because you're leaving, maybe at the end of the day it doesn't matter. But if we just trying to be professional, and again, if you went off the rails and now you acting like some crazy wacko, don't expect the company to be the same company you knew. The company has stuff to protect. The company has people to protect. So we're just not gonna be the same. So don't expect that. And then if you're not happy, just leave. It's not a problem. The problem is when it becomes not a relationship, but I've heard this word somewhere and I loved it. Situationship. So don't be in the situationship, but don't create the situations as well. Talk to the company, look at the contract, and quit. Nobody is trying to hold you. Nobody is trying to come up with any conspiracy theories against you. Just talk to people, make an informed decision, and leave. And then if you don't do that, don't be surprised, the negative last settlement, you may even end up owing the money, because look, the company paid for your plates, the company paid for your fuel, the company paid for everything up front. So now keep on trucking.